Welcome to Omasae, where creativity meets the beauty of simple living. In today's video, we're turning ordinary stones into extraordinary garden magic with 10 easy DIY ideas perfect for even the smallest yard. If you love adding personality and charm to your outdoor spaces, this guide will show you how to use stones, one of nature's most timeless materials. To create artful features that bring warmth and character to your garden. We'll explore everything from colorful painted stones to meditative rock spirals, all projects that anyone can try, no matter their level of DIY experience. Along the way, you'll see how these stone creations not only elevate your garden's look, but also create a calming and inviting atmosphere for you, your family, and your guests. So grab some stones from your yard or a nearby landscape supply, gather your imagination, and let's transform these simple materials into works of art. Before we begin, make sure you're subscribed to Omasae and don't forget to like and comment. Your feedback and ideas help keep this community growing. Now let's dive into the beauty of stone art and see how these humble elements can completely reshape the feeling of your outdoor sanctuary. A mini rock zengarden is a calming addition to any outdoor space, no matter the size. Traditionally associated with Japanese design, these gardens use stones, gravel, and sand to create patterns that encourage reflection and peace. To make your own, choose a small section of your yard or even a tabletop tray. Arrange a few larger stones as focal points, then spread sand or fine gravel around them. Using a rake or even a simple stick, create rippling patterns that flow around the stones, resembling water. The process of raking is meditative, allowing you to focus your mind and relax. Zen gardens are not about perfection, but about embracing simplicity and balance. You can add small plants like moss or miniature evergreens nearby for contrast, or place a bench beside it for a quiet corner of contemplation. Even the smallest yard can accommodate a Zen garden, and it becomes not just a decoration but a practice, an ongoing reminder to pause, breathe, and enjoy stillness. In a busy world, these stone arrangements serve as a sanctuary, a place where beauty and peace exist in the quiet rhythm of nature. There's something timeless about a stone pathway winding through a garden. It's more than just practical. It guides footsteps, defines spaces, and invites you to explore. By adding mosaic touches, you transform a simple path into a story told beneath your feet. Start with larger stepping stones or flat slabs to form the foundation of the path, then accent them with patterns made from smaller pebbles, river stones, or even bits of broken tile. A spiral design, floral pattern, or simple border can add personality without overwhelming the space. The beauty lies in contrast, smooth pebbles against rougher slabs, light stones highlighting darker ones. Each mosaic becomes a moment of discovery, especially when the sun hits and shadows shift throughout the day. This idea doesn't require a large yard. Even a short path leading to a bench or garden corner can feel magical when enhanced with thoughtful textures. If you want to get playful, you can use colored glass pieces or paint select stones before embedding them, creating a touch of whimsy. Whether grand or modest, a mosaic stone path becomes more than just a walkway. It becomes part of the garden's art, welcoming visitors and adding a sense of craftsmanship to your outdoor retreat. Sometimes the simplest projects bring the most joy, and painted garden stones are a perfect example. With just a few smooth stones, some weather-resistant paints, and a little imagination, you can add pops of color and character throughout your yard. Imagine stones decorated with cheerful flowers, buzzing bees, or delicate butterflies tucked among your flower beds. You might paint inspirational words like peace, hope, or grow, turning your garden into a space of quiet reflection. Brightly painted rocks can line a walkway, form playful clusters around a tree, or rest inside planters for unexpected surprises. If you enjoy seasonal changes, you can create sets, pumpkins and leaves for autumn, snowflakes for winter, blossoms for spring. The beauty of painted stones is their versatility. They can be bold statement pieces or subtle accents, depending on your design. Best of all, this project is easy enough to share with family or friends, turning it into a memory as much as a decoration. Once sealed with a protective finish, your painted stones will withstand rain and sun, bringing lasting joy to your garden. In a world where so much feels complicated, painted stones remind us that creativity doesn't need to be fancy to be meaningful. They are tiny bursts of happiness, scattered wherever your imagination leads. Few things capture the balance of nature like stacked stone cairns. These simple towers, built by carefully balancing stones of different shapes and sizes, carry a sense of serenity and meditation. Placing them in your garden creates both a sculptural focal point and a reminder of stillness. To build one, start with a broad, stable stone as the base, then stack smaller stones, adjusting until each one rests securely. The process itself is calming, requiring patience and attention, like a quiet conversation with nature. Cairns work beautifully in corners of the yard, near water features, or beside pathways where they catch the eye and spark curiosity. You can make them tall and dramatic or small and understated. Each one will have its own personality, shaped by the stones you find. Over time, you may notice birds perching on them, or visitors pausing to admire the balance. Some gardeners even create collections of cairns, turning a corner into a meditative stone garden. These towers remind us of timeless landscapes, where stacked stones have guided travelers or marked sacred places for centuries. In your yard, they bring that same sense of grounding, a little monument to nature, art, and calm. Welcoming wildlife into your yard enriches the garden experience, and a bird bath or feeder made of stones offers both function and beauty. To create one, stack flat stones into a sturdy base, then add a shallow bowl-like stone on top, or construct a rim with pebbles to form a basin. Fill it with water to create a bird bath, or scatter seeds for a feeder. Birds will be drawn to the natural textures, perching on edges and fluttering nearby. The sight and sound of birds bring life and movement, turning your yard into a lively sanctuary. Beyond birds, butterflies and bees may also visit, drawn by the water or resting spots. These stone features blend seamlessly with the landscape, unlike plastic feeders that can feel out of place. Position them near trees or shrubs to provide cover for wildlife, and enjoy the way your garden becomes a place of connection with nature. Over time, the stones may weather and shift, making the bath or feeder feel even more organic, as though it had always been there. This simple project not only supports the environment, but also adds a heartwarming, dynamic element to your outdoor space. Labeling your plants doesn't have to be boring. With stone markers, it can be a charming part of your garden decor. Smooth, flat stones make excellent canvases for names of herbs, vegetables, or flowers. You can paint the names with outdoor paint, engrave them with simple tools, or even use permanent markers sealed with weatherproof spray. Arrange these labeled stones at the base of each plant, and your garden suddenly looks both organized and whimsical. Unlike plastic tags that fade or break, stones age gracefully, blending with the natural look of the yard. For extra flair, decorate them with small drawings of the plants they represent. A tomato sketch for the tomato plant, a sprig of lavender for lavender. Garden markers also make tending easier, helping you remember where things are planted, especially when seedlings are just beginning to grow. This project is simple, affordable, and endlessly customizable, giving your garden personality while serving a practical purpose. Each stone marker is like a tiny signpost, guiding you through your yard with a smile. Defining the edges of a flower bed with stones not only makes your garden look polished, but also adds wonderful natural texture. Unlike plastic or metal edging, stones blend seamlessly with the landscape, creating a transition between flowers, grass, and pathways that feels organic and timeless. Smooth river rocks create a gentle, refined look, while rugged field stones bring a rustic, earthy charm. Arranging them doesn't need to be complicated. Simply line the stones along your flower beds in a way that feels balanced. If you prefer structure, stack stones neatly. If you like a more casual look, scatter them with a regular spacing. Over time, moss may grow between the stones, adding even more character. Stone edging also helps contain soil and mulch, keeping your garden tidy while adding visual weight to the beds. By selecting stones that complement your plants, light-colored stones to brighten shady beds, darker stones to enhance colorful blooms, you create harmony that ties the whole garden together. It's a subtle touch, but one that transforms your garden from ordinary to thoughtfully designed, proving that even small details make a big difference. Planters are wonderful homes for flowers and greenery, but with stone accents, they can become artistic features in themselves. Imagine a plain clay pot wrapped in a sleeve of smooth pebbles, or a simple concrete planter decorated with patterns of river rocks. By gluing stones around the outside, you add texture and character that turn ordinary containers into charming focal points. This technique works on both large and small planters, allowing you to match the style of your garden. Larger planters with rugged stones look bold and grounded, while small pots with delicate pebbles feel detailed and refined. You can even mix stone colors to create stripes, spirals, or geometric designs. Beyond decoration, stone planters tie your container gardens to the natural textures of the yard, making them feel integrated rather than separate. Place them on patios, line them along pathways, or cluster them near seating areas for a harmonious blend of plants and stone artistry. Over time, these accents weather beautifully, developing patina and depth that make them feel timeless. A simple pot becomes a piece of garden art, reminding us that beauty often lies in the details. Stepping stones serve a practical purpose, but when you add imprints, they become personal works of art. Making them is a delightful DIY project. Pour concrete into molds or shallow trays, then press objects into the surface before it sets. Leaves, shells, twigs, or even textured fabrics leave beautiful impressions, capturing natural details in stone. Once dry, the stones can be placed along paths, in garden beds, or leading to cozy corners. Each step becomes an artwork beneath your feet, a reminder of nature's shapes preserved in durable form. Children and grandchildren can press their handprints into stones, creating lasting memories that become part of the garden itself. For added charm, you can embed small decorative stones, glass beads, or tiles to bring color and sparkle. Unlike plain pavers, imprinted stepping stones carry stories, blending function and creativity. Over time, moss may grow around their edges, enhancing their natural look and making them feel like part of the landscape. These stones don't just guide your steps. They connect your everyday paths with art, memory, and the gentle beauty of handcrafted design. Few stone projects are as enchanting as creating a spiral or mandala design. These arrangements transform bare patches of soil or lawn into magical focal points. Start by choosing stones of similar size for a clean look, or mix sizes for a more organic feel. Lay them in a spiral that draws the eye inward, or arrange them in concentric circles like a mandala. The result is a design that feels both grounding and uplifting, evoking ancient patterns that symbolize balance and harmony. These stone mandalas can be large enough to walk through, creating a labyrinth-like meditation path, or small enough to fit in a flower bed as an accent. They change character with the light, casting shifting shadows and glowing under moonlight. Unlike permanent structures, stone spirals can be adjusted, added to, or moved, making them flexible expressions of creativity. They invite you to pause, reflect, and enjoy the artistry of nature's simplest material. In a small yard, a stone mandala becomes a centerpiece, turning empty ground into a place of wonder and beauty. As we've seen today, even the humblest stones can become extraordinary when shaped by imagination and care. From colorful painted rocks to meditative spirals, these projects prove that creating beauty in your yard doesn't require large budgets or complicated tools, just creativity and a willingness to experiment. Stones carry the history of the earth in their weight and texture, and when we use them in our gardens, we connect ourselves to that timeless story. Whether you try one idea or all 10, each project adds not only visual charm, but also a sense of joy and personality to your outdoor space. Thank you for spending time with Omasae today, exploring the magic of stone art together. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear which project inspired you most, or if you have your own stone art ideas to share. Until next time, may your garden be filled with beauty, creativity, and the simple pleasures of nature.